Ruse Radio.
I'd rather promote something that maybe I wouldn't have chosen than go back and work at LA Fitness.
It's the eternal struggle of the artist, I think, is how commercial am I willing to get?
Until you have a fully funded Patreon only world, which is doable.
Yeah, and I think that that's what's so cool about the modern world we live in is that you can do email, you can mailing lists, you can do Patreon, direct support. All this stuff is so much more prevalent than it's ever been. And I think that's why podcasts have become what they are.
Absolutely.
That's why that's one big reason I've dove so into this so wholeheartedly, because I know that that's the most authentic support I'm going to get is if I really work at that. People are going to like me for me, and people will support me for me, and they can directly support me for me. And that's so much different than somebody buying into something else that you're creating. It's like, and they get to do it directly. That's the key word, is directly. There's not this other, the
middleman type of stuff.
Exactly, because YouTube's great with the fact that you can do super, what is it called?
Super thanks.
Yeah, that's that kind of stuff. That's great, but YouTube usually takes a decent cut of that.
Huge.
Same thing with TikTok.
Yep.
TikTok takes, 50%?
Yeah.
Those gifts, they're taking 50% of the cut every time you send a gift.
YouTube's right there with it.
Oh, is it like that on YouTube too?
It's pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's pretty big.
To me, it kind of the idea is nice, and it's great that people want to support. But I would so much rather tell those people, listen, I love that you're doing that, but please go over here.
Oh, yeah. We're big on that.
Yeah, because that is going to go, I think Patreon takes 10%.
Yeah.
Which to me is fine. You're offering a service.
Yep.
You deserve something. So
I got locked in. I was on Patreon, out the gates.
Okay.
Not on my channel, but on Number 6 with Cheese. I think our Patreon split, I think they get 3%, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We were OG on that.
Wow,
Dude,
3% is nuts.
We were on it it was. I have a friend who's Tim Licht. He has this he's in Chicago. He's really, really cool artist. He does graphic novels. He's got this thing called Conformity Farm. And he's just one of those guys who's niche internet guy, in the depths of the internet.
Yeah.
So he was telling me about Patreon before I'd ever heard of it.
Yeah.
And so we got on it just super early, and it was just really lucky.
And speaking of niche things too, right? Patreon allows for niche things to thrive.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's the stuff that's not commercial that can really win. And I mean, it's where you can have 1,000 followers but still make a living.
Yeah.
Because these people who are going to look at your follower account, it doesn't matter because you have support from 200 people who are all giving you $5 a month. Do the math on that. That's 2,000 right there.
Dude, our Number 6 with Cheese page, which we're getting around anywhere from 2.5 to a good video maybe gets 6,000 views. It's a pretty niche it's not a huge audience, right? But we, a couple years ago, we've been doing a lot of live streams, and we wanted to go do a trip. We want to do a big trip, and we wanted our fans to fund it. So we did this super 12-hour live stream with the goal to fund a trip, with a goal to go to Mexico City for $2,500, and then we had a stretch goal that if we got to $5,000, we'd go to Italy.
Oh wow!
And we went. We had a full day plan. It was basically, if you donate $50, we'll do a shot of Malort. We had all these wheel spins, so you could land on all this different crazy crap we do, and we had guests coming through the day to deliver pizza and stuff like this. Just a big 12-hour day of nonsense. And we didn't know what to think of it. It was our first time trying this out. I mean, we could have got $500 in donations and just been all right. We ended up getting $7,500.
Oh my God!
In donations, and funded us. We went to Italy for 10 days.
Yeah.
And just made I think we made 25 videos on the food review page, and then I vlogged every day on my own channel of everything we did in Italy, and it's that was a pretty life-changing moment for me in what audience and crowd support can do. Because I mean, like I said, median maybe around 3,000 people watching every video. And how many of those people are coming to live stream? We maybe had 100 to 150 people at any one point, throughout the day. People come in and out, obviously, but that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for
doing that. And it was crazy. And we'd live streamed every single day in Italy. we'd like go do our daily thing, and then every night we'd go and just get hammered on a live stream before going out to the bars. And like we'd get more donations every day. Every day we'd live stream, and they'd basically be funding our bar, that like whatever we'd go to and spend at the bar that night.
Yeah.
And it's wild, but they want to. They want to. Those people wanted to see us go to Italy. They want 25 videos of Italy content.
And I think it's gratifying to give them a way to be a part of it.
Oh, they love it.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it's even more meaningful when you feel involved.
Yeah, and all their names are on the screens of every one of those episodes, so that they know. And we had a friend who wrote down every donation. My buddy AJ wrote down every name of every donator. And then I transcribed that onto some annoying spreadsheet or something to put all their names on screen.
You are a nerd.
Yeah, right, 100%. But they feel that. They get to go like, oh, that's my name.
Yeah.
I did that. They're in Italy because of me. And like, it's crazy. And it's crazy how many people, like, you don't know who's got money until you ask for it. Because a lot of money to me is a little money to some people.
Yeah, and I have that in me where I'm like, I don't want to ask.
I don't ever want to ask.
But if you do, so often you'll get results that you could have never dreamed of.
There's a lady who, in the last month, has 3 times Venmo'd us $250.
Yeah, man.
And she just emailed us and was like, because I said in a video earlier this year that I needed a new computer, and that was one of my goals for the year. Like I said, I've done that since, but she didn't know that. And she emailed us like, hey, I heard that video Corey wants a new computer. I want to support you guys. Can you just tell me what that is going to cost? And go big, and I'll let you know if we have to peel it back. And so right now we're coming up, because like I said, I built the computer. I don't need it. And we our production is like kind of all buttoned up. We don't need a lot of equipment or anything like that. And so we're coming up, me and Sean, with like, well, what should we pitch her? She like wants to support us. This is going to make her feel as good as it's going to make us feel. We're like not begging.
Yeah.
You know, she, I think, feels good about supporting art, and that's what she's doing in her mind. And so we're coming up with like a bunch of trips, like, hey, like let's each come up with 5 cities. We'll prioritize them between the 2 of us, and then we'll basically ask ChatGPT, like, what would it cost for us to go to Philly for the weekend or whatever?
Yeah.
And we're going to send her an email and see what happens. And, like, this lady, very well, might just send us on a couple of trips this year.
Yeah.
Like, how sick is that? People want to support artists, and the world has made it easier to do so. And the world has done it in a way where, like, supporting artists has always been there. Patreon comes from patron.
Yep.
And people used to be patrons of a ton of artists. It happened in the Renaissance. People were they're just paying bigger money. And it took these like elite rich people to do it. Well, we've just found a way where you can be a patron for $2. You can do a $2 donation on YouTube. So what do they call those? Microtransactions. They have found a way to make microtransactions in supporting artists. And like the game now is like a little bit, what can you provide to get like dangle the carrot for an audience to do that?
What makes it worth it?
What makes it worth it? And sometimes, like, I really think, like when you asked earlier, what do you put on your Patreon? Some people who support on Patreon, they don't want anything. Like there are some people I look at, because I'll upload my videos early straight to Patreon, so it's not through, so I can see the view count, you know? Or I guess even if I put it on YouTube, I can see the view count. And I've noticed I'll put videos up, and none of my Patreons are watching it.
Yeah.
They want to give me their money because they want to give me their money.
Yeah.
They don't even want the early content. They don't want the updates. They don't care. Now, there are people who that dangled carrot is going to work. And that's great, too. So you do need to think and market and figure out the game of it and figure out the advertising of it. But
yeah, what I do with this is I have a little thing pop on screen every now and then below us.
Yeah.
If you support the show and want to see the show grow, because I think that is what it's all about. If you like what's happening,
that is what it's all about.
You should invest in it. Yeah.
And if you want, podcasts are great with like the extended podcasts. Like some people just want to hear more. They want more.
Yeah.
And podcasts are kind of low lift.
But it's so hard for me to cut things out. That's the problem.
Right.
Or like, oh, this is the Patreon exclusive 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what if that would have been the exact thing somebody wanted to see? And I just put it behind this wall.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I've learned is my method is now I'm willing to call people, because the podcast is in person, but say I call you, we can record our phone call, and
then
that
put that
can
on
be on Patreon. Yeah, because that's fair. I'm not really losing.
Right.
Nobody's losing.
I've been asking my Patreon folks, and I've gotten no responses yet, but I'm asking in all of my like exclusive kind of like, what do you want?
That's a good idea.
Because I will work because I'll make what they want if it's reasonable and low enough lift and I have the time for it.
Yeah.
And part of what I want to start doing, because I think it worked really well.
Hopefully I don't ask for foot pics, you know.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you will.
I'll do it, dude.
Take those
There
socks
was a
off,
minute
baby.
where money was getting rough. I told my wife I'm going to start putting mayonnaise in girls' panties. I read on Reddit somebody was doing that and making like a good chunk of money. And that you can just sell those online, and like you can always find the perverts if you're good enough at it.
Oh yeah.
And just lie.
There's always one guy.
There's always somebody. So I'm not above that. But one of the things that worked pretty well in the past, and we stopped doing it because it was like a little bit of too much of a time suck. I think because me and Sean, it's hard to get us both in the same room, and we're both busy dudes. But for a while, for all of our Patreon guys, we were doing a monthly Zoom call.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like that's pretty. You're breaking down the barriers there. Like you're pretty inviting people into your life. Mm-hmm. And like
I think you got to do it. If you're gonna do that, you got to throw it in the upper tier or something.
Yeah. And you just got to expect that you're opening the door for people. Mm-hmm. But it does work well and people like it. And I'm thinking about doing that for my personal page. Like, anybody wants to get on a Zoom call, I'll do an hour Zoom call, an hour hangout every month where I'll drink a beer with everybody.
Yeah.
And like that's a pretty low lift. And the struggle for me is then like not bothering my wife, because the times when people would be available are the times when she's off work, I would imagine. So it's like we have a condo, but it's 1 bedroom. It's not big, so it's like I have to figure that out. But she's pretty flexible. I'm like, babe, it's for my art.
I would just wonder, like, I just have to imagine you got to have at least one weird experience if you start doing that. You got to have at least one where it's like, whoa, wasn't expecting that.
I mean, because we did it for a while, and I was always surprised at how cool people were.
Yeah, right.
There's like 1 or 2 odd ducks, but like it kind of self-policed. Like you'd have some guys who maybe would like try to own the conversation a little bit and maybe a bit of an odd duck, but at least with our experience with Number 6 with Cheese, the people who were cooler would just it would self-police. They just talk more. They kind of talk over the little weird, goofy guy.
Interesting.
And there would be some people who go on and not talk, and they just wanted to watch you hang out.
Oh, so it's not one-on-one. It's like 10 people in one Zoom?
That's what we would do. Yeah, I'd
cool.
open up to the entire Patreon community. And, now granted, I have a small community. I have like, I don't know, maybe 10. I just started my Patreon. It's like maybe 10 people.
Yeah.
And when I was doing it for Number 6 with Cheese, we had like closer to 100. So it's like, and out of our 100, maybe 10 to 15 would show up. So it might just be me and 1 or 2 people. But if that's what it means for me to keep paying my mortgage, or really if that's what it means to build up a world where I can take less sponsored gigs, where I don't like driving to I'm driving to Elkhart now. Just an hour and a half, 2-hour drive to go to Perkins to make a piece of vertical content for a major company to get okay money. Mm-hmm. I'd prefer just to get on Patreon on a Zoom call for an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like if I need to build that up, then like, so be it,
And it's that direct support thing I was saying before.
It's direct support,
like, I feel like it's just so much more meaningful. Like it feels more real. Been too long, I don't think I could face it. In the corner with my mask on.